Okay, what's your name?
My name is Nguyễn Luong.
Okay, let's start with part 1. Do you have any hobbies?
Well, actually I have many hobbies, and I most like to read my books in my free time.
Is it important to have a hobby?
For me, it is, because we have to spend most of our time with our studying and our work. So sometimes we forget to refresh our mind. So our hobbies will help us to do that.
Is it harmful to spend too much time on a hobby?
Well, actually, spend a particular time for hobbies good for us, because it helps us a lot in developing our brain and to help us relax. But if we spend too much time on what we like and to reject what we dislike, it's not good, because everything has its bad sides. So we should balance both we dislike and we like.
What free time activities would you like to try in the future?
Well, as you know, in Vietnam there aren't much places that have ice, but I pretty love watching Winter Olympics on the TV. So I hope that I can have a chance to do some winter sports like skiing or skateboarding.
What free time activities are popular in your country?
Well, in my opinion, I think that playing soccer may be the most popular one, because soccer is the king sport. So anyone in the world, and particularly in Vietnam, they really like soccer. And furthermore, in recent years, Vietnamese soccer is very developed. So many youngsters and many professions want to take part in this sport.
Okay, let's go to part 2. So you will have 1 minute to make notes and speak for 2 minutes. Your time starts now. Okay, 1 minute's up.
Okay. Well, I would like to tell you about a colorful object that I have bought in the past. It was a sunflower, which I bought it just yesterday. As you know, yesterday is Vietnamese Women's Day, so anyone of us usually buy presents for our respectful woman. And for me, it is my mom that I respect most in the world, because she gave birth to me, and she take care about me a lot of things, like my study and my life, my health, and so on. So the reason why I bought a sunflower is that it is a bright flower and it is really meaningful. The flowers always look towards the sun, so it means that it is really lively, and I think that it will bring happiness to the one who owns it. And furthermore, the main colors of the flower is the yellow of the sun and also the brown of the ground. So I think that it is also my mom's favorite color. So when I brought it to her, she really loves it, and I think it's the most meaningful of my gifts for her. And Well, when I bought it, I have like my friends helped me to choose it because I think that I have to ask for someone flavor to buy a particular gift for my mom, and they said that a sunflower is really looks very great, and like it helps my mom to become more brighter in her life and also more happiness. And last and not least, it is my gift, so my mom will really appreciate it and she will take care of it very good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on to part 3. What features distinguish modern-day objects from ancient ones?
Well, from my perspective, each object has its own meanings, especially between the modern one and the ancient one. Firstly, due to its age, the ancient one have like suffered from very long period of time, and like about the appearance, of course, it will look about a little bit older, and like kind of it will have like it contains itself a past atmosphere, and which combines with the modern one. Why the modern objects usually looks sophisticated and also look smarter. Well, secondly, we can distinguish the modern objects with the past one that because technology is developed nowadays, so many modern objects is created due to humans' demand, and also it usually contains like kind of like AI in it, so it's really easy to distinguish between those two objects.
Why do some items increase in value as they get older, while others don't?
Well, as you know, in the world have changed through many like take Vietnamese for example. In the past, we are ruled by the queen and the king, so they usually build up many like marvelous castles, and it contains many precious objects. Why the poor will not have those items? Because of course they don't have enough money to afford it, and furthermore they live by doing agriculture, so they do not have like precious jewelries. That's why many ancient objects become more valuable, because it belong to like the king and the queen, which are very famous in the world. So of course their properties will become more valuable, while the poor property will don't have such value. And furthermore, the valuation of an object depends on like its function also. Like in the war, when we use like modern weapons and we like we win the war, so our weapons will be very precious, because all the other nations will want to have that weapon, and when it becomes older and older will come the document of following generation to study about the past. Yeah.
What present-day items might be interesting to archaeologists in the future?
Well, I believe that nowadays there are many like valuable objects that archaeologists in the future may interesting in, but the most important one, vaccination, because like although time goes by, vaccination will not become old, because it is priceless. Like it can be used in any era, and it helps to enhance our health. So for example, the COVID-19, before we find out the vaccination for it, we have to study about the previous epidemic in order to find out about the way to cure it. So maybe in the future, both scientists of health and archaeologists will combine each other to find out like many diseases in the past that that has been lost, and maybe we can find out more about the new methods to enhance humans' health more. Yeah.
Okay, and finally, how important is it for human beings to maintain their links with the past?
Well, from my perspective, to maintain our links with the past is very important because the past makes it to remember about our origin. Just take a Declaration of Independence, for example. It is the proof of a nation to have independence. And like, for example, in Vietnam, when we suffer from decades of war, we create declarations of independence to tell the world that we are free and like we do not depend on any nation, other nations. So if we don't like have that declaration till now, our following generation do not understand how their ancestors sacrificed for their peace. And furthermore, it is very important for us to remember, like to show our respect to the previous generation because they've sacrificed everything they have, even their family, their love, like their freedom in order to help us to have a better life. So to maintain a link with the past is very significant.
Okay, we're finished.
Thank you.
Bye.